was a game-breaker last week, over 200 yards receiving. It's the Bills and the Dolphins, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard round, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they, too, were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Allen. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. The Bills hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do 2 points as a result.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one goes for 30 yards.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial point from scrimmage.
A tackle made by Dorian Williams. Here's 2nd and 10. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have come back to make it a 2-point game. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Deontay Hardy. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Tua's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. On play action, here's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Buffalo defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window.
They've got his man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Ced Wilson, 31 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 2. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now is 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the dime. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost it.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early, there's some extra people in the locker room. Maybe a tryout or two for those guys who missed him.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Allen's throw is complete, pushing his way through. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. On play action, Allen. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, I would guess it combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as important,
there he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 5. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act to this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. On play action, Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are able to move back in front.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for two. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And make them 4 for 4 now on two-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense.
There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills have yet again retaken the lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Open net is Waddle complete. Now he's into the clear again. And the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10. Now Allen. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 31. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And they take him down. The Bills get to it. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Play action. Now it's Tua.
finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins! Cedric Wilson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is back to a 5-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And here's Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. Play action. Now it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. A final shot before half for Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a walk. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime,
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So here are the Bills to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The kick by Bass is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he goes out right around the 39. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. Up the middle, Achane. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run for it with Achane. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Tua sets up to pass it. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Ced Wilson, 33 yards. And the Dolphins have cut the lead back down to 2. The two are going to try and throw for it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end. I
love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And here come the Bills. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On play action, Allen. Touchdown, Bills! Gabriel Davis from 21 yards away. And the Bills have broken the tie. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of a two-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it's unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Buffalo. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Allen. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now Allen. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are going to be moving at 4-0 as they extend their lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And a good job of just fighting through 1 tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down at 7. Now Tua. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
And now out come the Bills. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. So after the INT, it's Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Open man downfield is Davis. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Play action. Now it's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. force some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So that, not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 15. A little under a minute 50 remaining. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 2-point conversion mixed in there as well. Tua. That's caught by Wilson. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and...
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with a minute 25 left to go in the contest. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock, look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So Allen's going to look to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it comes with a minute 4 left to go in the game. On 1st down, Allen. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson from 3 yards out.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And did the Dolphins get it? Yes. Miami football.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Tua.
And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
One final try for Tagovailoa.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bills, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves